girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is the third part of our 4-part series, and this is also the second day. This was the second day cycling from Ahero to Kampala. Though my friend Brayoo here, I will be parting ways with him at Busia. So unfortunately I lost part of the clip that was to be from our summit to Kisumu, so there won't be a part 2, but I'll just name this as part 3. So the road to Busia from Kisumu is not forgiving for road bikes. It's rough, full of portholes. Actually, it's decorated with portholes all over. You just find your rhythm somewhere and you work with it. Lots of portholes for 100 kilometers. There are two tough climbs before you get to Maseno from Kisumu. There is one called Lela. It was very tough. Oops. Those are the way portholes do to here. You need to be very vigilant. Otherwise you will see very bad things. It's like it wants you to have an MTB that sometimes transforms into a road bike. So I was saying there are two climbs. There's one called Lela and there's the one that gets you into Maseno. Those climbs, they are very tough. Pothole. I really wonder how drivers survive here, especially on small cars. At least when you are in town, it is smooth. Wait until you get out of town. Anyway, there is some construction going on at Butula, but it is just a small section that has already been constructed. It seems like it's a work in progress that just started. really hope they make a very good road here. You can see they're just adding new tarmac on top of the old one. Sounds pathetic. Sounds pathetic and lazy. Yes, from here up to there is Matayos, then we get to Busia. It was like 15 kilometers. I did get a very bad ordeal. I hit a porthole and broke a spoke and got a jump. I actually fixed the snake bites that I got from that porthole. And I was getting to Busia a bit late after fixing my issues, but I will waste more time fixing the jump after I've done checking in. So I really wasted a lot of time. And so finally, I'll be saying the welcome to Uganda son. So checking into Uganda didn't take a lot of time because there were few passengers around. It's normally busy very early in the morning from around 5 a.m. because that is when buses arrive from Nairobi going to Kampala. So, by the way, you can easily walk to the other side of the border. Nobody checks. They only check if you are inside a vehicle. That's when they will stop to check if you are stamped. Otherwise, nobody really checks. So I managed to fix my bike here for like an hour and also exchange money. And then it was after that I will now proceed over. The sun here was not very forgiving in Busia town. The sun was not forgiving at all. It was so upset with me. I still got a puncture right ahead. And the only thing that was on my mind was to get to Jinja. And after like 20 kilometers, it started to drizzle. And I was crossing some small forests. So I just pedaled on. From here I was driving like 90 kilometers to Jinja. It wasn't so much, but I didn't want it to continue for a long time. Soon I got to the junction for the road going to Malaba and the one that is going to Jinja. Just right ahead there is a checkpoint. This is the place where they normally check vehicles that are just from the border if you checked in with the migration department. So when I got here, the rain increased, and the good thing is there was somewhere to shelter. So I would shelter here and wait for the rain to subside while taking lunch. There was a nice eatery here that I was able to get some rice beans and eat, and also take some soda. Because right ahead it was a forest. There was no way I was going to continue like that. So later on in Bugiri, about 35 to 40 kilometers from where I had stopped from the rain. At least here it was dry. So when you leave Bugiri, that is when you go to Iganga. Then from Iganga you go to Jinja, like that as you approach the capital. Still a distance, and the road is good, not very bad. The only thing that is that in Uganda they are very chaotic. There are drivers that, especially truck drivers, they want the road for themselves, and on their shoulder, the motorcycle guy or the border guys, they want the road for themselves. But the countryside was very beautiful. That one we cannot deny that. But the highway itself is not for the faint-hearted. Motorbikes crossing on the left and the trucks on the right, and you are being told you are not needed on either of them. I was approaching this place. Actually, from here with the lake is not very far from what I saw in the map. That's why this place looks swampy and flattish. River Nile is just right ahead once you get to Jinja. So some parts of the road, they are still portholes, or they look like they can give you a very bad bend. I was able to get some sugar cane. You see this area, they plant sugar cane that is used for sugar processing, but it's a very hard sugar, not soft. A moment of silence as I chew some sugar cane. I'd miss some sugar cane, but I'll be looking for some sugar cane around Kampala. That is if I succeed to get there. There's a checkpoint there just before I get to Iganga. By the Ugandan police, they are very, very, very corrupt. And I'll tell you the whole story. Not me, I'm not now, but when I came here last year, I experienced their corruption. I boarded Mashpoa, and Mashpoa was a Ugandan bus, not Kenyan one, and they were stopping everywhere and dishing out money. So finally you get to Iganga. Iganga is like 150 kilometers from Kisumu, if I'm not wrong. 150 or 175, yeah. My friend Faye and David Owino, they once spent here when they were doing their tour last time. In Uganda there are more Tata trucks than any other brand. I'm sure my friend from Eldoret, Kiputo and Jayo, who is a brand ambassador for Tata, will be so happy to see Tata being used more in Uganda. So as usual, there's the normal chaos of motorcycles in town. I want to believe there are more motorcycles in Uganda than vehicles. Some people might even be having 5 of them, even if they are not riding them all at the same time. They are the source of traffic jams. But here in Iganga, it's manageable. Wait until you get to Kampala and you see wonders. So campaigns are going on between Museveni and Bobi Wine. It will be a two-horse race for the presidency. It will be in January 16th there. But right now, the elections that are approaching are those for the MPs. So there'll be noise in towns whenever I've been passing near towns. And the sun was looking to set down, but proceeding on. My target now was to get to Jinja and sleep there. By the time I get to Jinja, it will be like 540 kilometers done. From Iganga to Jinja is still some distance, like 40. Called Musita. Actually, from Musita to Jinja, I rode in darkness because darkness was hitting at around 6:45. But I had my lights on. I charged them during the day as I was riding, despite the problems that I had undergone. And I was doing very well. But in Musita, it had drained a bit. So I wasn't sure. But I was happy to find that it didn't rain. So after some distance, it was dry. It was only rained in Musita only. Finally, signs of getting to Jinja starting to show up. And there we are into Jinja town. So my ride is on Strava. Strava did flag my ride because there was a section where I was behind a truck and I ended up with 84 kilometers per hour. But I leave it like that. I'm not going to protest against an AI. So I'll be back with the footage from Jinja to Kampala. Thanks guys for watching. Continue subscribing. I'll be sharing more content while I'm here in Kampala. I've captured a lot of content. I do hope you will enjoy more of it as I continue sharing.